He gets Schaefer down. He's knocked out himself. Absolutely torn to shreds. Can they get in the ring? Product pulls Voxic out the ship. He's pushing back around. He's going to catch him out in the open and he's going to go down.
Playerunknown's Battlegrounds tournaments. Join us every Saturday. Proudly presented by Expulse.
Good evening and welcome. It is Friday night. This means that we are bringing you 3 games of squad first-person view, back-to-back, one after another. 3 games coming directly to you, starting in the next 30 seconds or so. So I hope you've had a good week. I hope all is well at your end, and I hope you're all ready and you've got everything you need. You're ready to sit down and watch the next, I don't know, 2 hours and 20 minutes roughly unfold in front of you. But good evening. I am the Stifler. You're watching Expulse_gaming on Twitch. Obviously, give them a follow on Twitter with Expulse_gaming. And then obviously have a look at Discord and get onto that as well. There's nothing else for me to say. We're just going to click the start button because I think everybody is here and I've been given the ready to go. So I'm clicking the start button and off we go now. When we're in, we'll go through the teams. I think we have quite a few of our regulars in from now, what is several months worth, I think, of squads games. Or maybe it feels like several months worth. It could only be several weeks worth, possibly. But I think it's several months worth. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. It's one of those things, you lose track of time and everything else when it comes to the internet. But immediately I see our Damage Incorporated team in there. Vipera Esports are in. TRS, Grachi, White Kids with Trefeli, Gustav, Kainton, Wookie Bookie, obviously fan favourites there. Paranoia Esports are in again. So Alexis on Fire, Nuki, Magath and Havoki. I think Paranoia won last week, unless I'm losing my mind. Born to Frag, Skinny Pessy, regular in our events. MVW Esports in as well. Eagle 1, Echo Pulse, back from Zaki. Oh yes, good selection of players. There's a good selection of players and we are ready to go. They're just loading in now. I'm going to get myself out of the map slightly. I'm actually going to go and load into the map. We'll go have a look at military while everyone is busy shooting each other with guns on Starter Island. So anyway, I hope everyone has had a pretty productive week. And I hope you're ready. So here we go. 57 seconds till we are in, and we will be starting. I can't think what else to say really. We've got a smattering of our normal players in, sort of players you see here week in, week out. I expect high kill games, good strategy. Oh, I didn't even call out RS17. I think RS17 need to be shouted out as well. TRS are in as well. It's good. And then we have Blank, which looks like, Blank to me looks a little bit like it is what Forzen Esports was. So we've got Gaxi, MBSL, Wellness and PPAS as well. I'm not sure if they've gotten into the game, but we'll see when we load in now. So we are at 12 seconds and then we'll see where the plane's coming from. We get the initial excitement. What squad's going to land where? There's 88 players in. That's a lot of squads. That's a lot of players. Oh yes, we see Italiano is in with his new team. Is Italiano going to be going up against his old team tonight? Is this the interesting thing that's going to be happening here? Yes, he is. We see MBSL, Galaxy Education PVAS, the former Forzen Esports team. They've separated ways this week, going up against a new team with their former teammate. It looks like DeWeasel got stuck on the starter island. Not good for him. We see a Primorsk start. Immediately see some squads jumping out. Kukuli. Looks like Kukuli to Ojo. And another squad going out there towards the quarry. We see another squad departing just north of the quarry. Looks like they're pushing towards Gatka. And another squad as well moving possibly towards Gatka. So we could end up having 2 squads there. I see Energy Creator, PBAS, Gaxi, MBS LOL, Forzen Esports, former Forzen Esports players moving up towards Gatka as we speak. It's a good split. Trefeli and his team. White Kids. Just moving past the farm. Oh, right next to 54th. Blackwind. Vampire Game. Gonna be an interesting start here. We see Pro Warrior and SpacG slightly split up from their teammates there. So Pro Warrior is probably gonna end up landing with a whole bunch of nope there for him. I would say he probably doesn't want to land them. We've got some sneaky guys who are doing long shoots going down towards the military. Who's going to end up getting down here first? We see Kate 54th. We see a lot of different squads all landing in the same place. This is not really where Pro Warrior wants to be. I'm going to have a look at this because this really is not where Pro Warrior wants to be. This is not in a good position or place at all for him. We've got Wookie Bookie landing already. SpacG is over onto the military side already. Pro Warrior is still landing. So if we see Pro Warrior in the background landing at the houses there. He might get away with it because it actually looks like Wookie Bookie, Trefeli, and team are just getting cars and getting the hell out of there. So Pro Warrior is actually going to get away with it. He didn't end up getting into a major issue. We see Blackwood moving, just landing the other side. Blackwood actually has to come past Pro Warrior at this point. So it could end up being a little bit feisty, a little bit further on the game. Mr. TV gets a knockdown already. With the VSS. Niffy knocked out NC with the M416 at the same time. Mr. TV. Ooh, pulls out that crossbow. So Mr. TV, part of the Italiano's new team. NC just gets killed. So we see Nicostri by himself. Avoki Alexis on fire. My Goth teammate. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Avoki is in the building with the shotgun. Flexi HD is in there as well. Havoki just chilling out inside the building, just waiting for Flexi to walk past with that M16, see if he can blow him away. Flexi moving up the stairs, moving this way, jumps into the corridor, just checking each room out. He's going to end up getting right in Havoki's line of fire, but no, he's not. Does a sneaky little move outside the building, back inside, has come all the way around. His footsteps will still be giving him away though. While this is happening, Havoki's teammate, Mr. TV, takes out Havoki's teammate outside. Flex HD moves out into the corridor, then back in, then back out the window again, going for the jumps. Doesn't quite nail them. We've all had those moments where you don't want to mess up the jumps, but you do. So Flex HD and Mr. TV here, Havoki here. Looks like we have a 2-on-2 from this squad. So two members from each have landed here, but the other two have gone somewhere else. So one player down at this point. Flexi HD, Mr. TV, they're working through the building. Havoki has been still as he can be. He has been motionless. He has not made any footstep sound. So if they're aware he's here, it's not because he's moved, it's because they knew he was here to begin with and they saw the shoot. But he has been absolutely motionless this entire time. Now we have shotgun against shotgun, pump against S686. Flexi HD moving through the rooms. Mr. TV, oh, 2 S686s. This is going to be kind of rough for Havoki, but he still hasn't moved. Are they going to walk in? They are going to walk straight into the door, and he gets the knockdown on Flexi HD straight away, and gets the revenge kill. There's no coming back from that. Havoki then picking up the revenge kill. So now these two squads are one player down each. They've traded kill for kill. We've got Mr. TV still in the building. Havoki moving around. And yes, that just moved me all the way across the map, because it hates me apparently. Sorry about that. One day. We're back into Havoki's vision now. So Havoki's still in this building. He's still got Mr. TV with that VSS in the building. Havoki has actually got himself the tier 1 helmet now. Moving outside the building. SpacG getting some damage done. Let's have a look at Let's go to SpacG's vision. There seems to be a big fight going on here. SpacG quite damaged. We see Damage Inc., Bad Boy Freddy, and team in the distance. We see Blood Drum as well. Not sure who SpacG was taking damage on, but SpacG and Pedros are taking damage. Prone Warrior here as well. We see Damage Inc. moving up towards Prone Warrior's position, but he's not really looking like he's going to make much of a move at this point. Half of Damage Inc. have moved up and around here. I'm not sure about that. Prone Warrior taking some shots, does immediately get some damage. No real follow-up though from Pedros because he's only got the shotgun. It depends on whether Blackwood and SpacG can do something, but they can't. Actually taking long-range shots with that shotgun anyway. Shots bouncing off the UAZ as it drives away. Proxino getting away with that. Just about gets away with that. Half of Damage Inc. then still alive. Gone quite far away from the other half. I think that is all Damage Inc., isn't it? No, it's not. No, it is Damage Inc. They sort of, half of them have driven away from the other half. I'm not sure why, but yeah, quite risky. I guess there just wasn't enough loot at those houses, so they've moved there. So Blackwood, SpacG, the Damage Inc. team have moved away. Our Vipera Esports team then left at the town. We see Bad Boy Freddy and his partner then driving up as well by the looks of it. Pro Warrior out in the open there. He's probably not going to hear that car until... Yeah, he hears it now, but he's not going to be able to do anything. It's too late really to take any shots at that car. His teammate Pedros has just got himself a crossbow, so not the best situation to be in. Wookie Bookie gets a knockdown in Imanol straight away. Going for the grenade throw. We see Vampire Game trying to get the res. Wookie Bookie, is it going to be an epic grenade? Let's see out. Lands quite well, doesn't do any damage though. I think he might have just bounced off the front of the boxes rather than the back of the boxes. Vampire Game getting his partner back up. Still got that tier 2 helmet. Oh, Wookie Bookie gets knocked out by 54th in the same point. 54th then taking a bit of damage. Vampire Game looks like he's going to end up trading with Gustav QQ in a second. What's Gustav QQ going to do? He's got two choices. He's got to res his teammate or he can keep pressing this. He's going to keep pressing it. Kaint we see moving around with the Scar. Kaint going very far around. Trefelli actually moving up to do the res on Wookie Bookie. Vampire Game out in the open. Kaint and Gustav QQ going for this pinch maneuver. Eninol and Vampire Game moving out in the open. Not so sure about that. However, Gustav QQ looking the wrong way. Vampire Game going for the grenade throw. It's nice grenade throw. It's good. Oh, I like the grenade throws. They're not doing the damage he wants, but they're good throws even so. Precise. Nice. Kaint moving out around. Trefelli out in the open. Trefelli trades with Vampire Games. Gets a knockdown. Actually, no. Gustav QQ drops up and gets a double knockdown. Oh, no. Suddenly it's all going wrong. 54th. The last player up still. Yeah, when their team's down, so 54th is the last player up. I'm not sure he can do anything here. He's got a 3v1. Suddenly that just all turned around. And nice positioning and patience by Gustav QQ has turned that into a 3v1. 54th out in the open, moving away. Trefelli and Kaint are going to secure this kill. And I think 54th is just going to get the hell out of Dodge for now. There's not really much you can do moving into this. This is a very fine team of players. Very, very capable of wiping an entire squad. Don't mess around. Trefelli, Kaint, Wookie Bookie, and Gustav QQ will be there or thereabouts at the end of the game. 54th making the right call there to keep his team in it and get the hell out of Dodge. Let's have a look at Hidrik. He just did a bit of damage there. I don't know who he did it to. Maybe Super Ingo in front of him. Hidrik and his team moving up. We see some VSSs. We see some M16s, which is nice. See some tier 2 head armors. Looks like we've got a bit of a potential flank trying to happen while this is happening. So Helga and AMG 122 down sort of towards the town. Sen Nudes and his partner jumping in a car then jumping up. We see some SKS and Scar action over there. AMG 122 having a look around, seeing what he can see. Nothing else. No one else taking any damage at this point in the game. Moving around. It's just a bit slow right now. They're aware that there are two teams here, but they're just playing it quite slow. Okay, the car starts up. This is going to be interesting. The car's going to... Well, they're taking it round this way. Is there... Well, there is an exit just about. It's kind of awkward though and slow. I can see that there's some damage happening. We're going to stick with this a second because there are some shots coming in. Hidrik and his team, I think, might have done some damage. I'm not sure. It could be actually AGM 122 doing some damage. But it looks like the team's actually going to get away with it. So let's just get into this. The Pro Warrior trading some damage here. So if I peer at Esports team, we see SpacG knocked out right next to Logic. I think SpacG's game might well be done here unless Pro Warrior and team can do something seriously magical. I'm not sure they can. Pro Warrior moving out with that Scar. We hear some KAR shots from Blackwood in the distance. Logic VS and Blood Drum moving around. Pro Warrior, let's have a look at his vision. Let's see what Pro Warrior can see. He wants to move around this corner. SpacG's slowly bleeding out though while they're doing this. This is taking too long. SpacG's half HP. And Pedros gets knocked down as well. Suddenly it's a 2v3 right now. Pro Warrior and Blackwood against Blood Drum, Logic, YS, and Kayan. Blackwood moving right round. Nice little flank there. Got that KAR against the Mini though. This sort of range, I would probably prefer the Mini, to be honest with you. Takes a shot, misses his shot. Takes another shot. Pro Warrior just gets a knockout. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong person. Blackwood and Kayan trade. Logic VS knocked out Pro Warrior. It's now all down to Blackwood. Oh no, our Viperia team are down to one player left unknocked out. Logic, YS, and Kayan. Oh, there's this 1v1. It's actually 1v1. Oh. Blackwood does rescue situation. He's lost two teammates though, so Viperia will go on with two, but they did get the squad back just about clutch that AKM shot at the end there. I wasn't sure he was going to UMP versus AKM at that range. I was pretty sure the UMP player was going to win, but he did some nice work with the AKM there to get that. Mizzy just gets the knockout. Let's have a look. Mizzy out in the open there. actually got the kill as well. So looks like they just picked up an entire squad kill by the looks of it. I look like the typical situation you get in this. It looks like the entire squad was on the bike. Yeah, 3-man squad on the bike and 3-man squad all dead as they drove past Mizzy and Suzman. The Mizzy and Suzman just by themselves, the 2 players at this point, but they had just picked up a 3-man squad kill. So they'll be quite happy with that, and they've got the bike as well, so they can get to the ring if they need to. SN King doing some damage. Might just be a little bit out of the window car damage there. Havoki gets the knockdown. On Supering, oh, there's a lot of damage coming out from Havoki and Team Heal. Supering got knocked out. Sending knocked down. I think this whole team's going to get whacked. There's one person left alive. Sending, he's going to go down. Alexis on fire. He's got him in his sights. And actually, Margoth gets the final kill there. So again, we see another squad driving past and getting absolutely annihilated. I'm not a big fan. I am not a big fan. We see Deweasel getting knocked out outside the play zone as well while this is happening. I'm not sure if he's bugged or if something weird's happened there. Where even is Deweasel? I think he might be up here. Nope, he's not. I'm not even too sure where. Oh no, he's up on Starter Island still, so he must have been bugged out. So Havoki, Alexis on fire, Margoth at the top of this hill. We see another team in a car moving behind them. They're going to hear this though, and they're starting to shoot. So Petrus gets knocked out, and another teammate gets knocked out, and Sivo gets knocked out. The last player, AZ3RR, is still alive, but what can he do? He's just lost his entire team. Oh no, the only player left alive is the player on the bike, but is Havoki going to pick up the kill there? He's almost got it. He's so low right now, but he doesn't quite get that final hit. So AZ3RR remains, but his team again, Alexis on fire, Margoth and Havoki picked up almost 2 squad wipes back to back. Same situation. People driving cars up towards them, kind of ambling up with cars. Not a good situation, but AZ3RR gets knocked out and killed. Actually, no, just killed instantly as he tries to park his bike up, so the whole squad gets wiped out eventually. I think Margoth, Havoki and team can probably take most of the credit for that squad wipe, to be fair. And they probably will. Let's have a quick look then. Suzman taking a bit of damage there. Mizzy and Suzman still alive. Mizzy and Suzman on 3 kills. Mizzy quite far behind Suzman. I think he might have just picked up a kill for himself. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not good enough to look at the entire battle list the entire time I'm playing. To be fair, I can't do that. So with all of our main players now are moving into the ring. We've taken some damage. Havoki and team have lost a player. Our Viperia esports team are down to 2 players. Damage Inc. are down to a couple. We see our Forza esports team, or X. I'm going to keep calling them X Forza esports team because they literally call themselves blank right now. So, that's all I can call them is the X Forza esports team. Gaxi, MBS, LOL, PBAS, Energy Creator are quite nicely Spider-Man camping these houses. And by Spider-Man camping, I mean they're up on the roof. Obviously. I mean, I don't know why I have to explain that. I mean, you should all know that. A load of players coming in from the top. A load of players quite damaged, which is going to be interesting because they're all going to be driving straight towards teams right now. So we have teams in position in the rings, and all these players who are very low health are going to be driving up towards Margoth, Havoki, Alexis on fire, etc. They're stopping to heal, but they have to get to the ring. The ring is doing quite a bit of damage now. It's 1 minute 21 until the next ring comes in, so they haven't got huge amounts of time. We see the first car coming in. Hidrick and Checkers in the first car. He's got 2. They're pinched. There's a team either side of them. Alexis on fire and Havoki to one side. Shadow RZXP, JV666 and SK King to the left of them, via the way I'm looking. Oh, and shots coming in immediately. Immediately Checkers takes some damage. Margoth with that SKS, upgraded Mag SKS, tier 3 helmet on Margoth as well. He's loving life at the moment. He's got everything he wants. Jumping in the car now himself. Obviously they didn't quite learn the lessons. Alexis on fire and Havoki next to him. We see some SN King getting some kills. It looks like his players moving into the cars are actually slowly getting killed off one by one. But the players we saw in those cars are actually getting decimated now, taking the cars into the ring at this stage. And Hidrick lost his teammate. Actually, no, his 2 teammates are up. To be fair, they're just nowhere near him right now. We see Dalks, AGM122 and Helga all the way outside the ring. They're all trying to just heal, I think, outside the ring. Margoth and Havoki and Alexis on fire moving into the ring now, trying to find a position for them to settle in. We see PJV, SK and King and Shadow and team moving in as well. In the very far distance, Georgia Poway, we see a whole squad of people that are very low health right now. Really low up at Georgiopol. Yeah, they're not moving. What the hell? Okay, so they're deciding to try and take boats right now, but I feel like they're all going to die to the ring. Vinegar. Does he get the clutch? He's going for bandage healing? I mean, this could be very smart. This could be one of these things that's like super smart, but I don't know. SNK getting the knockdown from Hydrick. He's the only person in the ring right now. Those 8x mini shots raining in all around Hydrick, and Hydrick just finally go down to SN King. SN King who's now picked himself up 2 kills in this game. So whole squad's still alive. He's quite happy about that. AGM 122 and Helgor quite far behind. They've just seen their teammate get annihilated. Their teammate's gone down. Kellogg. Getting some damage on the Sugarman. Actually, I think Sugarman died there. But I didn't get to see the kill. So we see KYR. No, actually, no. Sugarman's just over the top of the ridge there. I was looking, obviously, in the wrong direction. KYR moving up towards Mizzy and Sugarman, but actually doesn't do anything to them. Beeping his horn, letting his team know that all four of the team are still alive, but we've got Mizzy and Sugarman at the top of this hill. So if they're driving the car up towards Mizzy and Sugarman, they will take some damage. Mizzy and Sugarman are ready, got their ARs ready to go, and they will be able to put some decent damage down. We see Niffy, Yippee taking the banana houses by the shore. Trefeli, Kaint, Wookie Bookie, all still there, all still going. A lot of squads down to 3 players in this game so far, some even on 2. So there's a lot of 2-man and 3-man squads left in the game, guys. That's going to make a bit of a difference on the overall, well, on the way it's going to play out when we move to the next ring. We've got 61 players left. I think we're moving to ring version 3 now. Let's have a quick look. Our team that went for the out the ring play, yeah, that didn't really work at all. They're all dying. Not even slowly. I think they vastly underestimated just how much damage they're going to take. So whilst this is happening, Mizzy doing some damage. So I was just quite interested in that out the ring slow moving tactic. Mizzy's seeing a whole lot of players in front of him, but not taking any shots. Opting to just go for the ring, I think, at this point. Yeah, the ring's a little bit further in front of them, so they're just going to try and make the ring. Dalks still outside the ring. I'm assuming Dalks has crashed. But word up on Twitch, Dr. Clay are the last 2 players left alive for that outside the ring team at Georgiopol. Not really going exactly how they planned. I think they were planning on doing that, but moving a little bit earlier than they did. So they haven't really moved in time, and they're going to suffer for it. They're not going to make it. I mean, they're just... I'll eat my hat if they make it. 54th. Got away from that fight early on in the game when the rest of his team got wiped with Vampire Game. Still in this game at the moment then. Still alive. Getting himself the security of that hut for now. The hut's right in the middle of the ring as well. Not a bad call when you're a solo player. Just grab whatever you can in terms of cover. Grab a nice little place to camp, hunker down in. Kellogg's GG's. Getting some knockdowns. Blackwood got knocked out by Kellogg's and his teammate finished him off. So I think our Vipera esports team has now been eliminated. No Pedros. C94 still alive. So Vipera are down to 1 player. A lot of squads getting really quite badly chunked right now. Fluxerino into Weasel trading. Fluxerino killing Skinny Pessy. Bad Boy Freddy with that mini. Bad Boy Freddy having a look around. He's got the 8x on that mini. Lots of shots coming in from DeWeasel and his teammate underneath him, Sandal. See Punisher. Oh, wow, there's a lot of KARs as well with 4Xs down here. Bad Boy Freddy gets the knockdown. I'm not even sure who he knocked down. I'm trying to find out who they're actually firing at. I think it's these players over here. DB911 and team, possibly. Yes, it is. So DB911 and team are trying to hide out in this hut. 4 players in the hut. Bad Boy Freddy, Fluxerino, DeWeasel, Sandal, so our Damage Incorporated team are taking some long-range shots. I don't actually really think they realise that Nympho22 and his team are actually right next to them. So they're taking long-range shots at the guys in the hut, but they're actually going to get flanked by Nympho22. Nympho22, if he gets up this hill, he's going to be in a good position to flank, and he is. Bad Boy Freddy instantly getting knocked down by Nympho22. You can see that coming. Fluxerino there, going to go for the res. Doesn't realise The Nympho 22's down there. Bad Boy Freddy could be out here. I'm not sure how he can survive. As soon as his head comes around the corner, he's going to shoot. Actually, no, but Nympho 22 overcommits and gets knocked down. Doesn't have the support of Punisher and his teammates. So Nympho 22's got knocked down. Bad Boy Freddy will get res. It's really let DB911 and his team off the hook. They're coming up behind Squeezy and team now. Punisher trying to put some damage onto Weasel and DB911. Not really getting the damage he wants though. Those players are all really low. Like one shot away. Dark Oz, DB911, Wes, they're all really low. Nympho 22 is still pretty low. Punisher moving into the water. Maybe hoping he can just dive underneath to survive. He does get under the water. The Damage Inc. team putting a lot of hurt on them. Oh no, Punisher does get knocked out in the end. So Punisher and Nymph are knocked out. Squeezy does get a knockdown on Fluxerino with that KAR. But the trouble that Squeezy's got now is all of his team are knocked out. He's got players behind him. Dark Horse taking some shots. He's got players in front of him. His two teammates are bleeding out rapidly. He does a really nice little peeky shot there onto Weasel. But now he's got to look behind him. And the grenade from Bad Boy Freddy comes in and wipes the squad entirely out. Good night. Goodbye. Thank you for playing. So Damage Inc. picking up a nice little bit of squad action there, and we see DB911 and his team is still really low. They're really low. They are not in a good position, and we've got Damage Inc. bearing down them. DB911 is trying to get the heal off. Dark Oz actually just gets out of the water. He doesn't know with Bad Boy Freddy and Damage Inc. are here. Look at that. They don't know. They're going to come over this hill now, but he's going to see Sandal. He's going to start shooting Sandal. Doesn't get the shots he wants straight off, though. Tries to peek around. Takes a lot of damage for his peek there. DB911 against Sandal. Sandal doing some damage, some serious damage here. DB911 gets knocked out. Sandal gets knocked out in return. Bad Boy Freddy returns some fire. I'm not sure who's left from this team. I think Wes 92 and Dark Oz are both there. Dark Oz gets knocked down. Wes 92 is almost dead. What can he do? The whole squad goes down. And another kill. Another squad wipe for Damage Inc. And if I'm not mistaken, they are going to get their player that was knocked down up, and they will continue on as 4 after getting those 2 squad wipes. Look at that. 3 kills, 2 kills, 1 kill, 2 kills. Totally cleaned up down at Ferry Pier. They'll go on now. They'll get all that loot. Much deserved. And then move on to the next stage. While this is happening, I just saw Lifted and Joa's getting knocked out. Joa is trying to do what he can. Italiano in that building in front of him. It's not going to be great for J-Jo's. J-Jo's? Moves into the building. Italiano sees him. Goes for the single shot Uzi. Not really the best idea. Italiano in that building. Italiano just waiting it out right now. Trying to do a bit of damage on the corner. While it's been happening, Damaging picked up some more kills. We see Italiano trying to trade with that Uzi. J-Jo's going to move into this building with Roscoe in it. I think Roscoe is waiting. Roscoe there has got the UMP. So Roscoe just waiting for J-Jo. So we got 3 players in that building. Got 3 players in this building. So Mr. TV and Italiano. Bad Boy Freddy still getting kills out of the corner of the ring here. Sorry, we just looks like Vinegar and his teammate tried to move in to get to the ring, and then the Damage Inc. team have picked up another kill in the process. Oh, it was the team we saw from Georgia Pool. They almost made it. Twitch Dr. Clay might make it. I might have to be forced into eating a hat here, to be honest with you, because he's almost at that ring. He's done all the hard work. If he's got enough heals, he will. But while this time, Gustav QQ gets a knockdown. Gustav QQ is out in the middle of the open there, quite low. Nearly lost his tier 3 helmet. Paint Trefeli knocked down. Shahoon, no, Starhoon even. Shahoon knocks down Trefeli. Taking a bit of damage himself now when he peeks that corner. Trefeli going to get res. This isn't a great position for Kate and the team. Yippee-ki-yay behind them. They're all really low in that building though, so I'm not sure they want to be doing too much. Trefeli and Wookie to have the security at least of this hut. If we get to Wookie view, we can see he's getting the res off now. Gustav QQ's moved himself onto 2 kills in the interim now. Gustav QQ's got another knockdown there. Got that M24, making it count. 8x M24, got 1 knockdown on KYR. He's got players all around him right now though. Oh dear, takes some shots as he moves around. P-Bass getting some kills. Look at all these, this is all people doing damage right now, guys. This is why it's impossible in squad games at the end to bring you the whole action. As soon as I get anywhere, someone else dies. So Patronin got killed. AGM 122 gets killed. As we try and get to some action, we see Gaxi doing some damage over there. Type XDI, Kikuli, Patronin, and Tuojo moving up and over the top of this hill. They've been quiet this game, but they're moving in now. So Kikuli and team are taking some time. Type XDI gets knocked out from the quite far away shot from Fon. And I tried to click on Fon and it took me across the map, so it's always nice. J-Dow's getting some shots onto Alexis on fire. Alexis on fire might be down. Havuki moving up the hill. J-Jo's has got the kill on him though. So JJo's picks up that kill. We still got Italiano and his team in that building. We see 3, 4, 5 knocked out, three knocked out players. Wookie Bookie and Trafelli picking up the kills though on those knocked out players. We see Pedro, C94, the last 5 player esports member. He's just outside the ring. He's got a team right in front of him. Patronin, he gets him down, goes to the coolie, gets 2 knockdowns. He's outside the ring. He's entirely outside the ring. As the UMP comes down from Tuojo, he's got 2 players bearing down him. He's got no health. What can he do? They're just in front of him. He's got no health. He tries to run. He can't do it. He did get 2 knockdowns. He's totally messed this team up. They lost 2 players in the process of that. So much confusion at the edge of the ring here. So much action. So much going on. It's impossible to keep up with all of it, guys. But we'll try and do what we can. Kane and Gustav on top of the hill there. They've got this side of the map. They have to move, though. There is no option. They have to get going. We see Fon and Drax up at the top of this hill. They're just all low. All these players are low. They're all seriously low. Everyone's taking damage. There's this damage happening all over the map right now. Bad Boy Freddy gets killed by the player I said wouldn't make it to the ring. Dr. Correa, the Giorgio Pull guys, the boat guys, actually starts to pick up some kills for himself. He is by himself, but does actually knock one of the damaging players out. So the Weasel, Foxrino, and Sand are now by themselves. The Weasel in this building, in the top, he's got 2 players below him. There are grenades coming in on his position. I'm not sure if it actually knows him throwing the grenades, I think. We see these 2 players downstairs moving around. Zwick and Akaki downstairs. Throwing a lot of grenades. Oh, we see the Forza and Esports team rocking up. They're all here. They're all quite healthy. And they're all just starting to move in. Dakes moves in. Gets instantly knocked out by MBS Doll. His partner then out in the open. MBS Doll is going absolutely ham with the Scar. We see Gaxi, P-Bass, NGK. They're all so healthy. There's all so many of them alive. The Weasel still holding his position on top of that building. Does actually kill Dr. Correa, the player who took out Bad Boy Freddy. So he does get a bit of revenge there. Type XDI and Patronin are so low outside the ring. They are just dead. Tuojo makes a play for it. We see Italiano on his team. They're going to have to move. We see Roscoe knocked out. Energy Creator and MBS Lodge just putting damage onto everyone they see. Tuojo tries to move past there and gets blown up by Zenta. Zenta with the nice kill there. And all these teams here are annihilating each other. Italiano's team goes down. Roscoe getting seriously chunked. I don't know if he can get res there. He's on 1 minute 20 on the ring as well, but he's getting seriously chunked. We are trying to be everywhere. Avoki by himself going on ham on the Forza Sports. Gets 1 knockdown. Energy Creator using that. He's got the matchstick tree in front of him. Peaks the tree. Gets a 2nd knockdown for Avoki. There's 2 players left alive. What can Avoki do? He's 1v2. Gets a 3rd knockdown. One more kill. One more and he gets a squad wipe by himself. Avoki pushing up. Energy Creators behind the UAZ. Avoki is seriously pushing this as hard as he can right now. He has absolutely decimated this team by himself. What a couple of shots there, but he hasn't seen Energy Creator. And for all his good work, he could walk up and pass Energy Creator and get taken out. Energy Creator's just busy rezzing. Oh, Avoki needed to follow up there. He's desperate. Is he trying to be sneaky? Is he trying to get a better position? Or is he just happy to get the 3 knockdowns and move on? But he's nearly got a solo squad wipe there. So close. Avoki just moving around. Energy Creator starting to stabilize the Forsen's team there, but some players are already dead. Trafedi gets knocked out by Roscoe. Metz takes Jafari out, and now we've got Kane and Wookie Bookie alive. Avoki there in the distance. Metz trading with Kane, Wookie Bookie in front of him. So just Kane and Wookie Bookie left. Can Team Kane do it again? Did it last week. Roscoe moving out and around. Fon takes out Metz. Unfortunately, these players are now, there's too many players. There's not enough room. Gaxi and MBS LOL really low, but they are still alive. Avoki still has this position. I think he might have taken out Energy Creator. Energy Creator might have died in the interim. I think he has. I think Energy Creator has gone down. But Gaxi is actually going to bleed out as well. So Avoki picks up those 2 kills. I'm not sure where Energy Creator went. I actually don't know what happened to Forzen there. Zwick gets the Weasel down. Gets Ureki down. So we got Sandal left and Fluxerino from the Damage Inc. team in that building. We've got Yippee-Ki-Yay in the background. We've got Roscoe. We've got Havoki. We've got Kate and Wookie Bookie. It's ending in a town. It is impossible to call. We have very few. There is not a single 4-man squad left. Yippee-Ki-Yay gets knocked down by Wookie Bookie. Loff, his teammate, has to try and go for the res. Wookie Bookie going to push over this hill. Looks like they're going to be aggressive at this stage. Trafeli's team always kind of aggressive anyway, but it looks like they are definitely going to try and push the advantage on this. Trying to get the res off on Yippee-Ki-Yay. He's obviously been knocked down once before. He's bleeding out particularly quickly. Ain't gonna move over the top. Wookie Bookie slowly moving. Yippee is so low. He's just been rezzed. He needs to get that heal off. It's a Kate. Wookie Bookie gets knocked down. Oh no, Wookie Bookie's gonna go down. He didn't get the angle on Loffens. Kate moves around, but will Kate get the double kill? No! Loffens! I'm gonna say Loff for RN2. Yeah, okay, that's the trouble name. Sorry about that. Eki kills Dweezer, so Damage Inc. are out. We've got Havoki. No, actually, Damage Inc. is still in. Ignore me. So Areki and Zwick are alive and in a team together. Yippee and his teammate are desperately low health. 10 seconds to go. They are going to get the res off. Roscoe right on the edge of the ring. Havoki there as well. So I'm not sure actually what happened to Energy Created, but Havoki did pick up the 3 out of 4 man kill there on Forzen by coming down that hill. So Havoki keeping his team very nicely in this, despite being totally by himself. Havoki, I'm specking Havoki because we're just going to see that he's one of 2 solo players left in the game. He's moving up slowly. Oh, Zwick still running around the corner, chunked him a little bit, gets the APM out and immediately gets killed by Zwick. And Areki, actually Areki kills it, gets the actual kill there. Roscoe with that UMP, tier 3 helmet. Silenced UMP. We see Loff and Yippee moving up. Fluxerino and Sandal are Damage Inc. players. So our Damage Inc. are still in this with 2 players. Loff and Yippee still in this with 2 players. Areki and Zwick in this with 2 players. And then Roscoe by himself. So it's a 2v2v2v1. Yippee trying to get some sort of angle or something. Areki and Zwick and the banana house at the top there. No one is moving. Everyone is slow. When games end in towns like this, this is what happens. Grenades. Lots of grenades. Serious amounts of grenade damage coming in there. But there's no one in there to blow up. So now everybody just knows where you are, guys. 3 grenades and I think a smoke. Nope, no smoke. I thought it was just 3 grenades. The Yippee and Loff are out of grenades at this point. Areki is looking right. Areki immediately knocks out Yippee. Oh, wow. That's some serious work he's doing there. The grenade follow-up is not getting rezzed. Areki and his teammate are sort of kicking asses right now. Picked up 4 kills in this last segment of the game. Sand on the Fluxerino from Damage Inc. are still going. Roscoe is slowly moving around with that UMP. It's now a 2v2v1v1. So this is our top 4 teams in the game. But given that it's a ending in a town, it's going to be kind of sketchy. Town games are always kind of sketchy. Areki has no chest armor, has a broken head armor. Loff is obviously not got any energies because he can't get himself healed back up. I'm guessing Fluxerino does not have energy either because he can't get himself back up. Roscoe does some serious chunky damage to Zwick. Reloads. Roscoe with some more damage. Zwick really low. Oh, Roscoe with the knockdown on Areki, who's been absolutely kicking ass this last section. I hear a sneaky grenade come in from Loff. Loff and Roscoe, unbeknownst to each other, working together around the building there to take that team out. Roscoe doing the big portion of damage there, and the little sneaky grenade from Loff. We clearly did have 1 grenade left then, finishes the team off. We now have Damage Inc. left against 1v1. So 1v1v2 left, guys. And Roscoe picks up another kill with the silenced UMP. Wow. Can Roscoe do it? Can he do the holiest of holy things? Can he pick up the solo win? Well, he's not been solo the whole game, but he is now. Oh, Fluxerino moves around the corner. Oh no, Fluxerino! But Fluxerino able to pull it back and gets the game 1 win for Damage Inc. So Damage Inc. picking up game 1. We see Roscoe and teammates them coming in second. Loff, Yippee, NHFY in third. Areki, Zwick, Mr. Dumpty in fourth. Havoki, Alexion Fire, Margoth, and NKOSRY in fifth. Wookie Bookie, Gustav QQ, Kaint, and Trefeli in sixth. Von, Zenta, Dakes in 8th, MBSL, PBAS, Galaxy, Energy Creator in 8th, Mr. TV, Courage, Flexi HD, Italiano in 9th. So far, the battle of the X-Forzen teams, MBSL, PBAS, Galaxy, and Energy Creator are slightly ahead. Pentonian, Kakuli, Tuojo, and Type XDI in 10th. And that's our first game, guys. We're going to move into our second game now. Few minutes break, and then we'll move into game 2. So stick with us, go get yourself a drink, calm yourselves down, and we'll be right back with you. takes some damage. He gets Schaefer down. He's knocked out himself. Absolutely torn to shreds. Can they get the ring product? Pulls Voxic out the ship. He's pushing back round. He's going to catch him out in the open and he's going to go down.
Playerunknown's Battlegrounds tournaments. Join us every Saturday. Proudly presented by Expulse.
And we are back. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're able to go and get yourself a drink or have a quick break or whatever you need to do in that 5 or 6 minute break. But everybody's here, so we're just about to do a few little starter checks. I'm trying to do my end, and then we'll be ready to start game 2. So Damaging picking up the win in game 1. See how they do, if they're able to keep that up over the course of the rest of the games. Give me 1 second, guys, and we'll be ready to go. I'm just waiting on something my end to finally finish. There we go. That's done. Right, so we can start game 2. I'm just going to click the start button now. That should load us straight into game 2. Check that everything is as it should be. No red zone. There we go. Okay, yeah, so we're going to start game 2 now. And let's see how we do. So game 2 of 3. Don't forget to follow the channel if you're in it, guys. Don't forget to look up Xpulse Gaming on Twitter. Don't forget to join the Discord as well. These things should hopefully all be spammed into the channel at the same time. Thank you for joining us tonight. There's a lot of competition in the marketplace for these sort of tournaments. So we're glad that you guys have chosen us to watch with and to play in and all the rest of that. So thank you very much for being here. We will continue to host these on a weekly basis, squads and duos every week on the weekends. So your Friday and Saturday nights can be spent with us. Squads on the Friday, duos on the Saturdays. Okay, so we're loading in now. Hopefully this game all the relevant players got in okay. Last time we had a few early access, didn't get in, oh no I didn't load in type of thing. So hopefully everybody got in this game. Seeing a lot of players in this game. So I think everyone hopefully has gotten in. Hopefully nobody gets bugged out on Starter Island. So I'm going to load into military while we wait for this. So interesting games there. We had a lot of players left alive going into that final section. And as a result, the games get a little bit intense. It does tend to happen with squads. You seem to get a lot of players alive going into the last 2 sections. And therefore it creates an sort of hectic last 5 or 6 minutes of the game where people are literally you're just sort of trying to bounce from one kill to another kill to another kill to another kill, and yeah, it does create an interesting dynamic. No one really did military in the first game, so let's wonder if we're going to get any military action in this game. It was a lot of it was centered around the main island in the last game. We didn't really get that usual sort of 1 or 2, 3 squads ending up at military. Surprising enough, without military really being looted, everyone still managed to get themselves a decent amount of loot, which is surprising. We had a lot of tier 3 helmets, a lot of tier 3 items and ATEX scopes and minis and SKSs at the end of that game. So people did definitely get the right and get the best of the loot they could anyway. So what are we at now? We are at 15 seconds until we're about to start. Just waiting on a countdown now. The plane's going to get loaded up with people. They're going to chuck them all in, get the backpacks and parachutes on them ready to go. Obviously, a backpack probably wouldn't help you float to the Earth's surface that well if you just chucked a backpack full of like rocks in someone's bag. We might have had a bugged out player at the island. I'm not sure. Sujman might be bugged. Oh dear. But early access, guys and girls, what can you do? There's nothing you can really do about early access. He might not be bugged because his nameplate's come up as blank. So we got a Zaki start. Plane's moving down diagonally, going to finish at military power. Immediately we see blank. They're called Team Blank. They were Fours and Esports, now called Team Blank, moving down to Georgia Pole. And everyone just sort of jumping out in a quite spaced out fashion. Georgia Pole's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 squads at least. But outside of that, it looks like everyone else has managed to spread quite nicely along the diagonal. A few players going Pollyanna. Pollyanna's going to be busy. Pollyanna's going to have 3 squads moving towards it. Rozok, seems to only really have Italiano. Mr. TV and Flexi HD also coming down towards Rozok. So it looks like Italiano, Mr. TV, Flexi HD might be picking Rozok. It does seem a little bit like, yep, they're just moving their parachutes back around on themselves now. A few players moving down towards this sort of shelter area, maybe trying to get a car, get across to military. Damage Inc., our winners from last game, held out in the plane and have gone all the way down to military power. Excuse me, a slightly tickly throat. The Georgia Pop players have still really not landed yet. Havoki and NKO sorry, I'm going to say NKO sorry, have landed at Georgia Pool already. Gaxie's landed as well. A few players landing at the south houses. Oh, and we've actually seen a knockdown already. Kellogg's with that knockdown. The punching knockdown down in the tunnels. Kellogg's getting a kill with his fists on OGZ Ambition. Balls of Steel trying to help and follow up on his teammate there. Comes up with the S6A6. Kellogg's takes one shot. Oh no, Balls of Steel was one shot away there from the knockdown on Kellogg's, who just managed to knock out his teammate with his fist. Kellogg's then moving towards his teammate KYR, and already OG, one of the OG players, has gone, but Balls of Steel, OG Beasts, and the Hairy Yeti are still going down in the tunnels. Hindenburg getting a knockdown. He's getting a kill as well. Shotgun action there. So Mizzy immediately killed by Hindenburg. Oh no, Mizzy's been taken out straight away at the start of this game. Not great for him. However, he did do some damage to the other players in this area. So Vinegar took a bit of damage, but yeah, Hindenburg immediately ending his game with that shotgun. We see their other player this is the team last game of Judge that did the very long boat strat and actually just about made it. Technically, I should be eating a hat right about now, but do you know what? I'm not actually in a hat eating mood tonight, guys and girls, to be honest with you. Okay, so we have the ring finishing at military. We know what the shape of the game is going to be, and it's going to be a lot of bridge-based death, most probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players all coming across, shooting straight down to military. Wookie Bookie trying to catch up with his teammates of Kane, Gustav, and Trefeli. So White is split up at the moment, but Wookie Bookie will no doubt get down to his team very soon. Yippee Kaye is going to be the first to arrive at military. Oh, we hear some shots coming in. 54 doing some damage to someone. Let's get off the map. Have a look at 54's POV. We see SN King taking a bit of damage. 54 following up, running as hard as he can there. I'm not sure where the rest of 54's team is. Vampire Game, etc. They don't seem to be anywhere really near him. So SK King does have his team with him, but 54's team are actually quite far away. What does 54 have? He has that M16. He's already got an upgrade for it, but he's only got the iron sights. But the iron sights are still quite good, but doesn't quite get the hits he wants. Zarian going to get away in that car, in that bike. Zarian and SK King get away on the top of that bike, and 54th just left out then in the open. Areki already picking up a kill. Areki doing some serious damage last game. Picks up a kill straight away on Squeezy. Squeezy's out. Skinny Pessy, I think Squeezy's teammate, moving up on this building. Areki is by himself. Not sure where the rest of his teammates are as well. They're quite far away from him because I can't see them anywhere around this compound, this farm compound. Skinny Pessy moving down towards Punisher, his teammate. Areki just quite happy to chill out there. Does see Mr. Nika going past. Has got that Thompson. Mr. Nika not slowing down for anything though. So Reki having a look. Got the red dot sight on that M16. Has got no helmet. Oh, here's the next set of cars. He's going to take some shots. I think he might. Nope, just letting them go past. Nympho 22 though at the top. They're taking some shots. So Reki then going to try and nuke down Nympho. Gets a couple of good hits on Nympho. Nympho then moving for cover. He hasn't moved the right way for cover. Going to return some shots and actually does. And knocks down Reki. Nympho. Wow. What a scope did Nympho have there? Oh, game, come on. Don't be like this. Why you got to be like this game? So Nympho actually just had the iron sights. So we had 9 sights up against a red dot there. Neither player had any helmets and they got the knockdown. So Skinny Pessy and team are now going to descend upon Areki. And I think Areki, who did so well in the last game, his game's going to be over already in this game. I don't think his teammate, Mr. Dumpy, is going to be able to get to him there. Patronin getting a knockdown on Vinegar. Vinegar out in the open there, not going to really live much longer, taking some, and Word Up is going to go down as well. So Tuojo and Patronin getting some kills early on in this game. Again we saw We saw the car going past. Again, we saw the players get knocked out of the car, and again, we see them get finished off. We see Areki slowly bleeding out in that building. Ashley might just get left there. And Ashley, as this is happening, we see another car trying to get down to military. Military creates this odd situation where players just have to get across. So Hindenburg moving across. Skinny Pessy taking some shots at Hindenburg's car. Not getting any hits, though. I heard a couple of shots bouncing off metal, but no actual hits on the players inside the car. Oh no, and I said that one big shot comes on Hindenburg. I'm not sure how he didn't get knocked out there. There must have been a headshot. He must have had some sort of head armor on because Hindenburg has no health to work with now. But the big problem they've got, the huge problem they have is Mustanika and team are right ahead here. So if Mustanika, Robber and team do any sort of damage to Hindenburg, he is going to be KO'd. Hindenburg asked for him to stop. Hindenburg hopefully going to try and heal himself up. They've left their team quite far behind. Well, actually, half their team's dead. Sorry, so this is all that's left now from this team. The guys that did the Georgia pull outside the ring tactics last game. Yeah, so Hindenburg going for the energy drink. It looks like all he's got is an energy drink. Wookie Bookie getting the knockdown there. Let's get into Wookie Bookie's vision. Knocked out Fon outside. Wookie Bookie then gets knocked out himself. Where's Wookie Bookie's team? Where's Trefeli, etc. Oh no, they're nowhere near him. So Fon's knocked down. Lux no is low health. But now Wookie Bookie has no Trefeli. He has no Gustav. There is no one near him to res him. Wookie Bookie's in that horrible situation where he's all by himself. He's all by himself. What can he do? There's nothing he can do. He's knocked out. He's just either going to bleed out or get killed here. Looks like he grabbed the car and drove all the way around here. His team are actually up at Novo. I'm not sure why he moved so far away from his team. Always risky in this situation. Hindenburg moving down towards Gustav QQ. This could be bad for Hindenburg. He has healed up slowly. Look at all those grenades still coming out. They still just don't know where the rest of his team is. But it doesn't matter. Gustav QQ is actually going away on a bike. But once again, I will eat my hat. There's no way. Wookie Bookie is going to die long before he gets there. Pro Warrior not killed a player. So let's get into Pro Warrior's POV. So once again, it looks a little bit like some sort of car shenanigans. Kakuli killed Punisher whilst we've been looking at this. So Viperia Esports team are going quite well. Kakuli picking up a kill for himself. Kakuli taking quite a lot of damage though as well. And we see Nympho22 getting knocked out by Tuojo there. Nympho22 quite far away. So Patronon, Type XDI, Tuojo, Kakuli are actually doing some serious damage already in this game. They're knocking up some kills. Nympho22 knocked out. His teammate Skinny Pessy quite far away. So again, he's not getting rezzed either in this game. So Patronon in. Skinny Pessy's right out in the open there. Tuojo sees him with the 4x. Skinny Pessy's game might well be over already unless he can hug that rock. He goes slightly past the rock and back onto it. The trouble is though, he's got all these players bearing down on him and he goes down in the end to Tuojo, who has like an inch of leg to work with, but makes it count. Didn't have much room to work with there, but still gets the kill in the end. Keishi Oidama did get some damage on someone. Not sure who he got damage on. We see that Yippee-Ki-Yay, NHFY and Loth are at military and the only people there. Trefeli and Gustav QQ are all moving around the south side of military. There's a lot of players at Primorsk. There's a lot of players at Primorsk. So you see Kellogg's, an entire squad in front of him. Kelly Oshamada, Japa CP and Super Igo all here as well. So we have 1, 2, 3 squads all here. Well, that's been happening. Blackwood got a kill. So Blackwood and his team again have picked up some more kills at this exact same location. But unfortunately, we're just too slow to get there every time. So we're going to go back into the map and we're going to push back onto Primorsk, because Primorsk looks like the place where it is all going to happen. Helgo up on the roof, having a look around. Doesn't see Japa CP, doesn't see Keiichi Omada. The Hydric, AGM 122 behind him, so his team behind him. Then we see Starhoon, Milmug. AGM getting some damage onto Kellogg. Kellogg's dropping down below that wall. Helgor taking a bit more damage from behind now. Super Ingo on top of that hill behind that tree took some damage as well. So lots of players from these squads are getting damage. Everyone's aware of what's going on now. All these teams know that there are players all around them. While this has been happening, Mr. TV knocks out Fixel. Zwick knocked out Flex HD. Zwick knocked out Italiano. Zwick killed Flex HD, so it looks like Italiano's team is going down there while it's down. AGM knocked out K Chamada. But then he's getting some damage from behind from Kellogg's and Starhoon. So there's just damage everywhere. Every single time these players peek or look around, someone damages them from behind. We have so many different players and squads here. Zwick killed Italiano. So Italiano team is out of this game by the looks of it. Mr. TV getting some good kills there. Unfortunately, guys, we can't be everywhere. Hidrick. So Jappa, CP, and Kerio Chamada are almost gone. Super Ingo, their last teammate, has gone very far away. These players are both going to bleed out. They're both KO'd. This is a hell of an annoying situation to be in. They're both KO'd. Your one teammate is super far away and you're not going to get rezzed. You're just going to bleed out. However, KYR and team moving up on AGM, Hidrick, Helgor, and Checkers. Grenade is a little bit too high. Just going over the top of the building. Not going to do any damage. AGM 122 looks like he's seriously lacking a bit of health, though. He hasn't got any way to heal up. When you're running that tier 1 by the looks of it. Yep, tier 1. So tier 1 and the UMP. And the players actually do bleed out in the end, actually get finished off. They're out in the open and get finished off. So it looks like, yep, they get finished off. So Hidrick with the SKS gets knocked down to KYR. Wishes he had a bigger mag on the SKS, would have picked up another knockdown. Kellogg's putting some damage onto this window as he peeks. Trying to peek again. Doesn't really see anything. Actually, KYR has already got that M24 by the looks of it. Oh, it takes some nice damage from Kellogg's there as he peeks. Takes another pan hit there. Pan hit probably would have been fatal. I think that was a pan hit. It sounded like the dinging of a pan. Kellogg's out in the open. AGM still not healing. So AGM at this point, I'm going to say, has no way of actually effectively healing. Kellogg's trying to peek, just shoot through that window. Constantly shooting through that window. Jappa CP finally goes down to Helgor from the knockdowns earlier. Bled out that entire time. Oh no, Kellogg's then gets knocked out. Looks like his helmet's gone as well. So Kellogg's helmet has gone. KYR and Starhoon are going to have to make some sort of move here. Grenade comes in. I'm not sure where it landed. But on top of the building. Yes, we get a lot of on top of the building grenade throws. He's a little bit too long or a little bit too low, a little bit too high. KYR having a look with that M24 there. Got the 4X on it as well. Hidrick is in that window, but obviously he can't see what we can see. But he does see him in the window. Oh, no, it's not the M24. Sorry, it's the AWM. Sorry. AWM. 2 shots to the AWM. You don't really want the 4X on the AWM, to be fair. Hidrick actually gets knocked out by Starhoon while this is happening. So Starhoon gets the knockout. Our AWM player misses a couple of shots, though, but Starhoon does get the knockout. So now Hidrick needs a res. Starhoon keeping a watchful eye on those windows there. Anything he sees in the windows, he's going to try and shoot, obviously. Hidrick has moved to the back of that building, out of the way of the windows, though. Helgor going to get the res. Hidrick will get up, but Hidrick has now got no helmet. Needs to heal up as well. We see Kellogg's flanking around this building while this is happening. Pedro Stios just knocked out Blood Drum. So another potential kill there for the Viperia team by the looks of it. Kellogg's SC. Sorry, Kellogg's GZ. Moving around. Both all these players trying to flank around as much as they can. I don't even know where KYR has gone. KYR has moved right around there with that AWM. Hindenburg gets knocked out. Hindenburg gets killed while we're watching this ongoing fight. Helgor moving out into the open. Helgor being the aggressor. Finally deciding to get out in the open. He's going for a big, long flank. Moves up and into the garage building. Send News gets knocked outside the play zone. Helgor looking for an angle. He might actually have the angle here. Honestly, he's looting at the moment. So Helgor looting still. If he looks out the window, he might get an angle. Oh no, he gets the knockdown with that AWM. So the AWM finally has a say in this game. KYR getting the knockdown with that AWM. Making that work, even though he's just got the 4X on it. Not the ideal, but it still works, I guess. Checkers then, so knocked down. Checkers is getting rezzed at the moment, though. The health drop has stopped. Kellogg's and Milo MLG in the same building. Kellogg's taking some shots. Helgor nearly going down to Kellogg's. Kellogg's trying his best. Helgor, Hedrick. Players are kind of in a rough spot. I don't think Helgor's actually got anything to heal with. Nope, he did actually have a full med kit, so that's okay. Just took a long time to use it. Starhoon holding his position. It looks like this team is starting to move back now, move away from this, because they're not doing. It's not been such a pleasant fight for them. They've taken a lot of damage. They have obviously got the odd knockdown here and there, but for their troubles, they've taken a lot of damage. So it looks like they are moving out of this. And while they're doing that, let's go and have a look at Type X CII. Gets a knockdown. Gonna get the kill there. We see Perkus also gonna go down. Oh no, OG beats to his teammate. Oh, there's a bit of friendly fire there from Type XDII. Don't ever walk in front of someone's scope when they're shooting. So every single player in that boat is seriously low. Every player in that boat is low. Beast is low. Every single person. There's so many shots coming out on it. Prime Minister doing a bit of damage as well. Actually, no, actually dropping to the floor there. But the players in the boats will go on and survive. They're low, but they will survive for now. Petkus does get himself healed up. Has still got that tier 2 helmet. Has got the mini. Looks like he's got 4x on the mini. Patronin, Tuojo, Kakuli, Type XDI are moving up on over this hill. It's looking kind of ominous right now. They're moving up and over the hill. It is looking kind of ominous. As they get on top of this hill, they're going to have a great vision of these players. But Prime Minister's gone left. Prime Minister might actually be in a good position to flank. No, they're all just hoofing it. They're getting the hell out of dodge. Balls of Steel gets knocked out. Unfortunately, outside the ring. OG Beast and the Hairy Yeti are trying to go for the res. I went to his vision. I didn't realize he was underwater. He bleeds out. There we go. There's bugs out your audio, so I always hate going underwater. Trofeli picking up a kill there on the player in the car. Trofeli looks like he picked up Dr. K. Gustav, QQ, and K still alive. So they're starting to pick up some kills now. They're in a good position. They've got a nice little position at the bottom of this. We see a lot of players KO'd at this water position. Helgor has been knocked out. Hidrik, AGM, and Checkers are moving in. Helgor, they're not going back for their teammate though. The ring's coming in and they're letting the teammate bleed out. We see Super Ingo, the last player left from that squad, swimming. We see Kellogg's and Starhoon and KYR. They're taking some long range shots across here. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. There's a seriously long range shots if they're trying to take them. But Hidrik, Checkers, and team look like they're just quite happy to swim for now. MBS LOL knocked out. Back at LT and PBAS going to get the res on him. Vac LT is going to move over here, but I don't know if that's going to work so well for Vac LT. He's going to get instantly chunked. Chunky shots coming in from Blood Drum on Vac LT. Helgor actually drowned. Young Bay has got the grenade. Gets the grenade toss off. MVS LOL is very low at the top there. The grenade lands. MVS LOL pulls back. Vaca LT gets almost instantly knocked out. MVS LOL does get knocked out. PBAS has got no health. Young Bay moving up and around. His teammate chucks another grenade. That could be a killer grenade there. Actually doesn't get the kill. Young Bay moving around. Is going to try and get the kills himself. Second grenade does make sure of the kills. MBS LOL is nearly downed, or is downed actually. PBAS, his teammate, is still quite healthy, but PBAS now has to do a res. Young Bay, is he going to move up? Is he going to try and push it? He doesn't. He's just a little bit unsure at this point. PBAS is getting the res off while this is happening. Young Bay just monitoring his way, looking around, trying to see what any sort of signs of life. MBS LOL's been resed by PBAS. PBAS moving away from MBS LOL. MBS LOL gets the full heal on. Kayun, Young Bay, and Blood Drum are on top of this hill. They've got good vision if they look down this way, but they're not going to look down. They're looking sort of the other way. Young Bay hasn't seen him. Actually looking the other way entirely. So PBAS and MBS LOL will get away from this. Young Bay. Oh no, maybe not. Young Bay. Scanning around at the moment. Not really seeing anything though. So let's have a look at Luxno. Luxno with the 2 kills. Prone Warrior. Okay, Prone Warrior taking some shots at the players in the boat. The boat's quite low. The players are quite low, but the boat's also quite low. It's smoking. A couple more direct shots to the boat, and that boat's going to blow. I don't think I've really ever seen the boat get blown in this game. Not very often, anyway. It's not something you see a lot of. But they've got away with it for now. That boat is very, very damaged, but it is still alive. So you see the smoke coming out from the boat. You know the boat's low. We see Checkers, Hedrick, and AGM are still swimming. PBAS getting the knockdown on Blood Drum. So Young Bay, Kayan, and Blood Drum, Young Bay, and Kayan still fighting PBAS and MBS LOL. PBAS gets the one knockdown, so moves it round into his sort of. Oh, Young Bay getting knocked out by MBS LOL. MBS LOL flanking out. Kayan is the last player left alive, and now a grenade comes out from PBAS. Can they get revenge? Oh, they do get revenge. PBAS against Kayan. Kayan, the last player left alive. MBS LOL still up for him. So actually, it turned it from a 2v4 or 2v3 into a 2v1. Kayan and PBAS trading with those two, trading with the Thompson, sorry, at close range. PBAS then getting the kill with the Thompson at close range. So nice pickup for PBAS, but so many players low. Havoki, Mygov, they're all so low. Why are they all knocked down? I think there was some boat failures. There was some failures to drive here. Alexis on fire, NKO, sorry. Moving on to res their teammate. So I think there could potentially have been a little bit of a boat problem here. I think we might have had some runovers and some knockdowns as a result. But they will get them up and they are inside the ring. So, and they will have 4 players and they will get a decent amount of loot. So they will be all quite good to go for the rest of the game. Zarian, PJV666. We see Trevelyan, Gustav, QQ, Kane all in front. Bad Boy Freddy. Super Ingo. Oh, Super Ingo actually does get a kill. Actually, 2 kills there. P-Bass and MBS Lol. Super Ingo unfortunately missed that, but he just caught them both getting into the boat. So, P-Bass, MBS Lol are out. Super Ingo coming up behind, surviving that fight, pulling out of the early fights at Primorsk, running round, being patient, ends up getting himself the double kill there, putting him on 3 kills for the game so far. He is coming into the unwelcome position now of having to try and land his boat somewhere and get out. He's got our Viperia esports team all alive, all to the right of him now. And if he gets out, he's got 2 teams, one to the left, one to the right of him. It's not really where you want to be. Super Ingo immediately taking damage from the Viperia esports team, pushed around the other side of the boat, gets on his belly and moves around to the other side of the boat there. The ring has moved into the next level. It's not really helping. The Hairy Yeti very far outside the ring. Might not make it. Super Ingo with the multiple smokes and then goes for it. Running, sprinting up this beach. Taking a few more shots. Or took, I think, one more shot at least. However, somehow he's still going. Somehow Super Ingo is going. Kukuli then getting a kill whilst this is happening. So let's get into Kukuli's vision. Got Enol knocked down. Patronin, Type XDI, Kukuli, Tuojo are all still healthy. Gets Eninol down. Vampire Game, Eninol's teammate is up ahead and he's just over the ridge there. Kukuli doesn't see him. He's only got that red dot sight on his AKM. He'll heal the car. Sorry, Jeep, buggy even. Which is the M16. Got that ACOG on it. Not getting the hits though. Not getting the hits doesn't get them. So Vampire Game lives to survive another day. A little bit. He will go over the hill in a second. And when he's over that hill, he will live to survive it. He does, sorry, live to fight another day. So Vampire Game is still in this game. His team, as a result, are still in it for now. But he's not in a healthy situation. He's by himself at this point. Not long left this game. So Checkers died outside the play zone. So our swimming team looks like they've actually all been cleaned up by the play zone now. Super Ingo somehow still alive. Somehow Super Ingo still going. He wasn't in a great position, but he's still going. We see our Viperia esports team of Pro Morio and Spacchi moving up this hill. Tuojo, Kukuli, the other side of the hill. They're all going to move towards the same area at this point in the game, though. They are all moving towards the same area in the game. We see Dykes. Alexis on fire gets the knockdown. Oh, DB911 team are all going to go down here. Margoth, Alexis on fire. It's Oza and Alexis on fire trade. We've got a Thompson against an M4 at close range. The Thompson does go down, but that's Margoth came and helped Alexis on fire out. So that was bound to happen. Izotoja goes down. I think Margoth's going to finish. Actually, they're going to let him bleed out. They're actually going to let the player bleed out. Wes and DB911 have got no way of getting to that player. They actually do finish him off in the end. So Wes and DB911 are too far away. Wes is actually dead. Wow. Havoki just finished him off there. And DB911 is very, very far away and now is very much by himself. Prime Minister and Petkus are behind Havoki and Mygoth. Are they going to see them? Is it going to be too late? Petkus, does he even want to engage? I'm not sure. He's running up. He's going to come straight into the line of sight of Havokian team in a second. Trying to find some damage. I can see damage happening. So Alexis on fire knocked out Prime Minister while this has been happening. So we moved away from that fight and immediately something happened. So Spacchi, Blackwood trying to trade some shots there. Blackwood getting chunked from behind by the sounds of it. Yep, he is getting chunked from behind. Pro Moria gets knocked out outside the ring. Not a great situation to be in. So Type XTII, Tuojo, Kukuli have knocked Pro Moria outside the ring. Patronin is very low. All these players are outside the ring. This adds a different dynamic here, though. Pro Moria needs to crawl as much as he can. The trouble is, though, that Spacchi and Pedros are getting kind of pinched a little bit. But Pedros actually doing some decent damage there, keeping Patronin stuck on that tree. Gets the UMP out for a couple of extra hits. Oh, I don't know if he knows, but there's an M24 there, and he instantly gets knocked out by the M24. Blackwood trying to trade. Actually, Blackwood does get a player down. Spacchi finally gets the kill. So Kakuli and Petronian against 3 players of Viperia. Viperia just about holding it at the moment, but I don't know what's going to happen. Kakuli and Petronian might be dead here. They might actually be dead. I think Blackwood's going to pick up a kill on Petronian. He's going to get the knockdown. Going for the knockdown of Kakuli. Just moves back. Kakuli going full auto nearly. Kakuli with that AKM. He's the last person left on the team. Just a grenade out. Nice grenade. It's going to be on that tree or around it. Grenades have got a much larger radius. Oh, he just was a little bit too far in front. Blackwood is there. Kakuli moving in and out of the ring. Grenade comes in. Tries to use grenades. Blackwood goes for the scar and does get the kill on Kakuli. Kakuli unfortunately ended up outside the ring. Not the situation you really want to be in. Blackwood, Spacchi, so they've actually got those kills there. If we come up from here, we see Alexis on Fire killed Robert. So Robert and team have gone on to Alexis on Fire, Margoth, and Havoki. So that team is very much still in this game. Havoki, Margoth, Alexis on Fire. They have lost 1 player, but they've got a lot of kills. Roscoe immediately getting knocked down there. Roscoe being left by his teammates as well. So they're just deciding to leave him there. It looks like they're getting sort of pinched from behind by 2 separate teams. So Jojo is Metz and Roscoe getting up this hill and just leaving Roscoe at the bottom of the hill. Mr. TV at the top here. Oh, Metz gets a knockdown on Spacchi and Blackwood. I'm not sure if they're all dead. Yep. So Viperia just got knocked out and killed at the edge of the ring there by Metz. M4TZ. We can see Loff knocked down. Yippee Kaye is the last person left alive. Yippee Kaye has no health. He does heal himself up, but he's got to get up now. He's got Damage Inc. to his right. Damage Inc. are all in position. Damage Inc. get the kill on Yippee Kaye. Damage Inc. now moving in to the ring, or certainly trying to. There's lots of shots coming out. Sandal taking a lot of damage as he moves in. Trefeli, Gustav, QQ. I've got them all in their sights. We've got 8x scopes on minis. We've got tier 3. We've got Bad Boy Freddy getting knocked out by Luxno. So they're actually fully pinched here. It's not a good position. There are too many players left alive. Everyone is just getting pinched right now, all around. If you're trying to go for a central position, you're just getting killed. Gustav QQ having a look around, going to finish off Fluxerino. So Damage Inc. looks like they are out now of this game. 10 left alive. We have Mygoth at the top. Looks like his entire team's dead. They all again got killed from behind by the looks of it. So Mygoth's team has gone down. We've got Trefeli and Gustav QQ's team. Seems to be one of the more healthy teams at the moment. However, Dax, Amphon and Luxno have got a compound. They're right on the edge of the ring. They have a compound. There's 4 of them left alive. So the last 4-man team left alive. Margoth by himself is trading quite right at the top here, but does immediately then get killed as soon as I go into his vision in very typical fashion. So Roscoe picking up the kill there. Roscoe losing his teammate in the process. So Roscoe now by himself. He's 1 player left. So we've got a 3v4v1. What tends to happen in this situation is the 1 player makes an impact. The 1 player knocks a player down, gets something happening. And that tends to be what happens. We've got Roscoe right at the top of this hill. Gustav QQ moving around with Trefeli. We hear the car moving up on the top. Fon is in that car. Oh, does Fon go too far? He doesn't quite. Gustav QQ isn't going to make any mistakes here, I don't think. But like I said, immediately some shots coming out from Dakes. I'm not sure why they drove the car to there. Gustav QQ going for the car. He's chucking a grenade at the car position, but all the players are quite far past the car now. So Fon, Dakes, Zenata, Luxno with a grenade. There's a grenade coming back this way. I heard it just drop to the right of him. None of the grenades are really that accurate. Gustav QQ going for a res. We see Roscoe trying to get involved, but actually Kane then making sure Roscoe can't do anything. Fon moving the next Jeep up and around. This is kind of risky play. I'm not sure. They're trying to put 2 sort of defensive positions in place for them. Fon up on this hill. Fon is out in the open by himself. I don't know if this is part of their plan because they know they've got 4 players up, but Gustav QQ taking a lot of damage. He's by himself. There is no res coming for Gustav QQ. Trefeli up on this hill with Kane. Fon up on this hill as well. Trefeli's going to see Fon. Trefeli's getting knocked out by Fon. So Fon knocks down Trefeli. Kane is to his right. Gustav QQ's knocked down. It's all down to Kane. Can Kane do it? 1v4. I don't know if he can. I don't think he can. Team Kane, but he can't do it this game. And Luxno, Fon, Dakes, and Zenta pick up the win there with the 3, 4, 5 kills. Trefeli, Gustav, QQ, Kane, and Wookie Bookie, and then coming in second. Jojo's, Roscoe, Met, and Lift. I can't say that. Anyway, Havoki, Margoth, Alexis on Fire coming in 4th. Bad Boy Freddy, Sandal, Fluxerino, and DeWeasel. So our Damage Inc. team coming in 5th. So Damage Inc. have got a 1st and a 5th, so that's not going to be too bad on their scoring. Then we have PJV, 666, Shadow, SN, King, and Zarian coming in 6th. Yippee Loff, and NHFY in 7th. Mr. TV, Flexi, Italiano in 8th. This time, they won the X-Forzen duel. Blackwid, Spacg, Pro Moria, Pedro, so our Viperia team coming in 9th. Robert, Asswipe, Joseph, and Muster Nika in 10th. And that's your top 10. We see Turojo, Petronian, Kukuli, and Typex then coming in 11th place. So that was game 2, guys. We're going to go into game 3 in a second. Give us a bit of time. Go take a break. Go get a drink. And we'll be back with you very, very shortly. damage. He gets Schaefer down. He's knocked out himself. Absolutely torn to shreds. Can they get in the ring? Product pulls Voxic out the ship. He's pushing back around. He's going to catch him out in the open and he's going to go down.
Playerunknown's Battlegrounds tournaments. Join us every Saturday. Proudly presented by Expulse.
And good evening and welcome back. This is Game 3. We are going into Game 3 of tonight's series. And by the looks of it, there's some totting some stuff in my head. We had Damage Inc. finishing first and then I think 5th. And we had White Kids finishing 6th and 1st. So, given the kills, Damage Inc. picking up 13 in the first game and 5 in the second. Not sure what White Kids managed to pick up in the second, but Damage Inc. and White Kids are probably tied for first place going into this third game. Well, not tied, but there's very little points between first and second going into this final game. So I'm going to click the load button now. We're going to load into the game. And we're going to see which or who, or it could even be RS17 or Sector 1 or Paranoia Esports. Any of these teams could probably overtake them with a big win in this final game. So click the ready button now. We'll go into the games and we'll see who comes out the winner overall. Bear me 1 second, guys, while we load in. Just give me 1 second. And in typical fashion, we are still loading. There we go. We're in now. We're in now. Final game of the night, guys. So anyone can take it. It can go any way. Probably from our top 5 teams. When the scoring gets updated halfway through this round, I will let you know where we are and who needs to do what. But as of now, I've only got round 1 score. So since round 2 is updated, I'll have a look at that and I'll let you know. But I think it could be between White Kids and Damage Inc. Maybe depending on which one of them performs the best in Game 3, unless either has a particular shocker. And then we could possibly see someone like RS17, Sector 1, Paranoia Esports. Paranoia Esports could sneak themselves in there with a good win in this one. We then have, yeah, so it could go anyway. It could go anyway. All I can tell you is the movers and shakers after round 1 and 2. All players loading, and again, while we're here and while we're waiting, please make sure you give the channel a follow if you haven't already. We host various different PUBG events during the course of the week. We do squads on a Friday night. We do duos on a Saturday. So there's always something you can watch. We've been doing solos on a Sunday. There's always something to watch here. You can jump in and out and have a look and see what's going on. Make sure you jump on the Discord too. The Discord is where a lot of the things happen. A lot of the magic happens. The games, the results, everything is posted into our Discord. So again, tonight the results at the end of the game we put into our Discord. So if you are a Discord user, please make sure you get into the XPulse XPUBG Discord. And then obviously sign up to the website if you want to take part in any of these games. If you've got a team, a duos, a squads team, and you want to take part in one of our regular tournaments, it's a first come, first served basis. So those that sign up first get into our tournament games. Go to the military. We're going to wait for the plane to come across. Where's the plane coming from? Nobody knows. Okay. And we're getting another lower part of the map spawn. So, going to be interesting. Probably going to see a few players going to Georgiopol, a few players going to Primorsk. Quite popular spots with these sort of plane spawns. Pachinki, we haven't seen a lot of action at Pachinki, but I wouldn't be surprised to see at least a squad hit Pachinki, a squad hit Rozhok, sorry. Probably someone will go school, because someone always goes school. Shelter, prison, militant power, Lipovka. But a lot of players are going to Georgiopol. I severely underestimated the number of players going to Georgiopol. This is going to be a nightmare probably to even spectate at the start of this game. I don't even know. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squads at Georgiopol. Might as well get the camera ready at Georgiopol, guys, because I think this is where it's all going to happen. The first 5 minutes of the game. We can already see the players landing. We've got the three players landing at the hospital already. We have Gaxi, PBAS, MBS LOL, and Vaka LT landing at the houses. Civo, Petkus, Prime Minister, AZ3, R, Azir, all landing at the flats area. Vaka LT having that unfortunate parachute malfunction and taking a bit of damage at the same time. Not fun. Gaxi gets himself an ump. Vaka gets himself an ump. PBAS then with the pistol. Upgraded mag on it already. Petkus with the AKM. AZ3AR with the double AR. Hopefully he gives one of those to his teammates. Balls of Steel. OG Ambition. And the Hairy Yeti landing in the distance. Actually at the north of Georgia Pole. Vampire Game, Emmanuel, Maxor. And 54th landing on the north of Georgia Pole. There are a lot of teams at Georgia Pole. Georgia Pole is prime time. And it looks a little bit like Prime Minister Petkus and team have got the better of the initial buildings, which is weird because normally the flats aren't that great in area. But we've got an S686, we've got an ump, and a S1987. MBS Lodge taking a quick look out in the open there. Has to loot though. Has no option. So he's out in the open and he has to loot. There's nothing he can do really. Let's have a look at the map quickly. No one at military. Wookie Bookie might change that. We immediately get something happening here. Vampire Game with a kill straight away at the start. Looks like our North Georgia Pole situation is already starting to resolve itself because Vampire Game picks himself up a kill right at the start, and it looks like Hairy Yeti, Ambition, Bulls are still hard down a teammate first thing in the game. First thing in the game, they have lost a teammate. He went a little bit too far away. And look at this situation we've got at the bottom here. This is all about to kick off right now. We've got Gaxi moving up and around. These players must know that there are other teams here. Gaxi takes a couple of shots, hits Azir, hitting him again. Some more damage coming in on Azir. Then doing some damage up to Petkus in the top of the building there. MBS LOL quite far away. Civo, not Civco. Civo quick getting to the top with that mini. Maybe trying to get some sniper support there. Prime Minister with the grenade throw. Or actually the primed grenade. Did he chuck it out? I don't think he did. Oh, he did. Oh, it's actually almost a very good grenade there. Blackwood knocked out by Car Larger. While this is happening, we're going to stick with this because this is kind of insane right now, the number of teams we have here. Blackwood knocked out Pro Moria. Oh, gosh. And Pedro C4 just knocked him out with a vehicle. So it looks like we've got a vehicle knockout there. Probably get the res off on that Viperia team. So Viperia should still go on while we watch this. Azir still damaged. Gaxi doing some damage to Civo on top of that building. So Gaxi done a bit of damage. A lot of shots coming. MBS LOL pushing up with the UMP. Has got the sight on it. Oh, Civo might have some issues here. MBS LOL comes out and immediately gets Civo down. So they're down one player already. Immediately now it's a 4v3. Vaka LT, Gaxi. Gaxi moving in with that UMP. Prime Minister's out in the open. Gaxi, oh, gets the knockdown. Takes one big shotgun shot though. Doesn't get killed. Azir and Petkus are all at step. PBAS, MBS LOL, Gaxi, Vaka LT. They are all still here. They're all still healthy. Oh, they're doing quite well so far. PBAS moving out and around. Vaka LT taking some shots. Taking some damage. Petkus out there has got the 8x on that M16. That's a hell of a drop, isn't it? You drop down, you get an 8x and M16. Gaxi out in the open there. He doesn't see him. He does now. Gaxi must have been blinded himself. Vaka LT is trying to do some damage. Vaka LT gets knocked down. Petkus has got Gaxi and Vaka LT knocked down. PBAS crops up behind. Azir is going to kill Gaxi. Oh, they've lost a player. All because Gaxi just didn't see the player. He did not see him. So Gaxi's gone down just because he just didn't see the player hanging out. Petkus, he just did not see him. But now we've got PBAS and we've got Vaka LT. Vaka LT is knocked out. MBS LOL has got the mini, is in the top of that building, has dropped right down. What are they going to do? They need to get Vaka LT up. They can't be going this whole game with 2 players left. It's nice to get the squad wipe early in the game, but you can't go for the whole game. PBAS with the grenade throw into the window. Oh no, bounces off the house. But good enough to get some room for MBS LOL to do it. So PBAS actually holding the front of the house. MBS LOL moving around to res Vaka LT. So Vaka LT is going to get the res. PBAS just constantly keeping a vigil on this doorway. He knows Azir's up here. And they're going to let the player get resed. Get healthy. Get all 3 players up. And then probably push Azir out. Or Az3RR. I mean, Azir... I'm going to go with Azir. We're going to call him Azir. So Vaka LT has been rezzed, is full HP, got that UMP. He's doing a little bit of looting, a little bit of probing and having a having a look. P-Bass, Vakar LT, MBS Law, they're going to push in and they're going to kill this player. We see Nympho 22 and Skinny Pessian team in a very far distance there. They could become a feature of this game as we go, but MBS Law just Spider-Man up on top of this building. Oh, a nice little move there. He's going to drop down. Nice little stealthy move. Vakar LT, P-Bass are going to push down. When they do, it looks like MBS Law is going to push in. He is, as he is looking the wrong way. And because of the Spider-Man move from MBS Law, they get the kill there. Nice little jump up onto the roof, over the top there, over the side. That's the sort of kill you get from experience and playing a lot of this game. So there we go. We have a 1-to-4 trade there in a first squad wipe, or maybe a second, because I think another squad wipe happened at the same time. So that's one squad wipe in for the game. Unfortunately, now the ring is the other side of the map. We see our Damage Inc. team kind of up against Muster Nika and team. We'll kind of spread out amongst Milita. Damage Inc. boys in a car moving already down towards Milita Power. Are they going to take any shots from Muster? Muster hears the car. Doesn't get a chance to take a shot though. So Muster's just missed his window of opportunity there to get any damage done to Bad Boy Freddy and his partner. Still going up the hill though anyway. Bad Boy Freddy and his teammate getting into the house. Muster moved up that hill. Kayan gets a knockdown while this is happening. Let's have a look at Kayan. Kayan gets the knockdown on I think Hidrick maybe? Logic moving into the building. Logic pushing in. Or actually not pushing in, pushing around. Wrong building. Logic VS, what's he going to do? He's got that M16, got that SKS as well. We see Agor and Hidrick and Checkers inside the building. So we got AGM, Hidrick and Checkers inside the building. Logic YS wants to push. He does really want to push this building, but he's having second thoughts. He's sort of caught in two minds. Okay, the camera's going screwy. That's not me. So while this has been happening, Word Up just gets the knockdown on Zvik, quite far away there as well. Word Up with the scoped up Mini, I think. Yep, 8X Mini by the looks of it. Gets knocked down on Zvik. Dr. Correa moving around. Has got that M4. But deciding not to push it with it. Actually, what he thought about it was caught in two minds and pushed back. Zvik has been rezzed in the meantime by Areki. Zvik should be able to get himself healed as long as he's got some sort of heal. DB911, Dark Oz, Pixel, and Mr. Dumpy all here. Kayan finally takes out Helgor. So Helgor's just been killed by Kayan. Let's have a look at Kayan's POV. We're back. Logic VS still doing what he can. Logic VS actually, Checkers getting knocked down by Bloodrum. Young Bay wants to push this building. They all want to push this building, but they're not pushing it yet. We see Checkers is about to bleed out anyway. Actually, Checkers gets killed by Logic. Young Bay not really committing to moving into this building. They're just letting Hidrick for the moment and AGM 122 live. Maybe they don't know where they are. I think they could be quiet. Maybe they're just being stealthy, being quiet. But Logic, Kaya and Young Bay and Bloodrunner are in a good position. If AGM and Hidrick aren't really moving, they're not really looting. Hidrick hasn't got any health to work with either, so has been taking quite a lot. Fon does some damage. Flex HD, let's have a look. Flexi HD on top of this building. We see Spac-G, Blackwood, Pro Mori, and Pedro's here as well. Flexi HD, Mr. TV, and Italiano is the team, but I'm not sure where Mr. TV over there. Pedro's, Blackwood, the Pro Mori, they're all just holding their different buildings. Italiano nowhere near these guys right now as far as I can tell. They could do with a bit of Italiano magic right now. I'm not sure where he is. He's nowhere near them though. Having this quick scan around, but I can't see him. Flexi HD on top of this building with that M16. We actually saw Pedro's, actually not Pedro's, but the Pro Moria, Spac-G, sorry, going for a flank. Spac-G trying to search out a nice little angle on Flexi HD there, taking the energy drink while he gets a chance. Got that tier 3 helmet on as well. Pro Moria joining him outside. Nympho actually gets knocked down. We see Italiano maybe from distance there with the AKM. So if I was asking where he is, it looks like Italiano shooting out that window at the Viperia team who are trying to get rounded on top of Flexi HD. Flexi HD should be getting some good comms from this as well. He is. And Blackwood is out in the open and Blackwood going down. However, Flexi HD taking a lot of damage at the same time. His window gets lit up. Italiano will be taking some long-range shots at Blackwood, though. I think Blackwood's probably going to die here. Caught not in a great position. He's actually going to bleed out. So Pro Warrior Spacchi are down the teammate. Mr. TV moving out and around. Mr. TV going for a 4x silenced M16. And is trying to find an angle on this Viperia team, but isn't getting anything at the moment. Does see Pedros out in the open. Pedros taking 1, 2, 3 shots. 4 shots. Gets knocked down. Mr. TV. More shots coming in. Pedros is ended almost instantly as soon as he was out there. So Mr. TV not making any errors there. Just boom, boom, boom. And down goes Pedros. Spacchi and the Prone Warrior. The last Viperia members are actually moving away from this. So Flexi HD, Mr. TV, Italiano doing quite well there. Picking up a couple of kills. Pushing out Viperia. And have taken over these flats to themselves now. Wow. There's an actual train of cars. There's an actual train of cars moving along this ridge. All trying to get to the ring. To be fair, Alexis on fire, Margoth, Havoki. It's not something we've seen them do before. They will take a car each if they can. They will take a car each if they can. And while this is happening, the scoring's been updated. So I'm going to look at the scoring quickly. See if I was right. I like being right. And actually Parasite, so Roscoe and Lifted are in first position after game 1 and 2. Damage Inc. in second position. Paranoid Esports in fourth, back from Zaki in third, and White Kids are actually in fifth position overall after game 2. So just an update. Zarian actually hit SN King with a vehicle while we were having a look at that, but I felt like it was worth bringing you the score update. Duke Boy and team behind Havoki, NKO Sorry, Margoth and Alexis on fire. Just jumping out their cars now, right on the edge of the ring. Milo MLG, we see at the bottom there with his team, quite happy just to stay in that building. Margoth, Havoki, Alexis on fire. They're looking for somewhere to park up. They're looking for somewhere to go. Kayon gets a knockdown on Superman. Oh no, we were just watching this happen unfold in front of us now. Logic, Kayon getting a load of kills there. Sujman knocked down. They're all going down slowly. This rock isn't big enough. Sujman might get res. Nope, he doesn't. Entity is the last person left alive. His car's just been wrecked as well. His entire team suddenly went from quite healthy and happy to all dead. So Entity picks up the loot and he's going to get out of there. Hopefully he's going to get out. He does manage to get out. So they don't. Logic and Youngbay, Kayan, Bloodrum do not get the squad wipe there, but they do pick up 3 kills in the process. Kukuli doing a bit of damage. We see an up and down fight here. In these buildings, see Vampire Game and in one building, 54th in this building. 54th is in the wrong building, unfortunately, and is going to get instantly wiped out there. So Vampire Game tries to move around. Maxor will probably be killed as well, by the looks of it. Maxi Zor actually is going to get rezzed. Ignore me. Kukuli and Patronin Type XDI taking over these houses. 3v3. Kukuli just trading through the windows. Not really doing any damage though. Grenade going to come out through that window. The grenade's going to be nowhere near the player. He doesn't obviously know that, but the grenade is not in the player. Having a quick peek out of that window, not seeing anything. Moves back to Patronin. Actually, Tuojo is going to get rezzed outside the buildings here. Does get rezzed. So, Type XDI, Kukuli are actually at 4 players. So it's a 4v3 now. It's turned around onto a 4v3 at these houses by the prison. Kukuli trying to trade a bit of damage. Some shots banging off by the sounds of it, the car or a pan. And while this is happening, we hear some shots behind. Oh no, Tujo's are not in a great position. We've got Mygoth, Havoki, Alexis on fire at the top there. In a second, they're going to be in a world of hurt when these players come over this hill. They're actually too busy with YKR at the moment. And team. Havoki gets YKR down, or KYR, sorry, down. KYR down. Milo MLG in the background there, doing some damage. Mygoth and Havoki take a bit of damage. NKO, sorry. Trying to return some fire. Does have that KAR. Oh, nice little sneaky KAR shot to get the knockdown at Milo. Milo's down. KYR is down. There's only one player left up for this squad at the moment. He's trying to get the res. Kellogg's will get the res on KYR, but while this is happening, we can immediately see... Oh, look at them swarming. They're instantly swarming. Havoki, Bargoth, Alexa, they're pushing. Kellogg sees Havoki, tries to get around the building. Oh, Havoki goes full auto, doesn't quite get a connect or anything. Margoth actually gets knocked down by Kellogg. Kellogg gets knocked down instantly. Kellogg's is now knocked down and finished off. So Havoki and team get a nice kill there. Do lose one player to a knockdown, but we'll get him back up. Kukuli still trading with Vampire Game and team at these houses below that fight. All of them now in the same building. And in all in one. Vampire Game and Max Zor in the other building. Kukuli hasn't obviously got any bandages. Just slowly healing up energy. Vampire Game taking a little bit of damage, returning some damage as well. So Type XDI took a little bit of damage, gave some damage. Everybody's not particularly healthy. SN King moving up in a car. Is he coming this way? Obviously the ring is pushing everyone this way anyway, regardless. Eninol knocked out Kukuri. So Kukuri got knocked out by Eninol. Kukuri's going to have to get res now. The four of them in this building. They're slowly actually getting chunked repeatedly over and over again. Shots coming in from Vampire. The grenade coming in from Eninol. It could be a good grenade. It's gone straight in there. He's got a res. It is a good grenade. He instantly gets another knockdown on Kukuri, who had no health to work with anyway. He will get instantly res though, but he's on a severe bleed out timer now, and he's been knocked down multiple times. We see Fon and Zenta in the background moving up towards the prison. Oh no, Fon and Zenta are going to get pretty much killed by Havokian team. Zenta decides to try and get out of there. A little bit of a stunt driver maneuver, does get out, leaves his teammate Fon to die. Not much he can do for him there anyway. Taking multiple rounds from that team, just getting the UAs the hell out of there. Von gets killed by Havoki while this is happening, so Fon's gone. Margoth, Havoki, Alexis on fire have got the top of that hill by the prison to themselves. Vampire Game, Maxor, Eninol still participating in this long-term fight here. All these players in the buildings. Who's going to make that first move? Vampire Game starting to slowly come out. Oh, Eninol gets knocked out. And now he's in that horrible by himself in the building situation. Can Vampire Game get him back up? Vampire Game out in the open. He's really going for it. This is some serious teamwork on the go here. The grenade comes in, but it's not a good one onto Eninol. Another one, not a good one again. Vampire Game might get the res off here. It's a ballsy move. He ran straight for it. He sees actually the player coming in. Immediately goes downstairs. Does some decent damage. Kukuri has been knocked out. And actually Kukuri trying to be aggressive himself gets knocked out. So now it's a 3v3. Vampire Game and his team have played this pretty well so far. I thought they were done for when they went down to a 4v3, but they've clawed it back into it. Now it's 3v3. Vampire Game with the ballsy move going to get the res off. Patronin and Type XDI and Tuojo there. We've still got Havoki and his team up at the top behind. They're hearing all this fire. They're looking for angles. If you move into the back room there, if you move into the back with the larger windows, you're going to have a problem. Eninol, Vampire Game, Maxwell. We've got some other shots going on. Shadows are 2K. Killed Fluxerino. So one of the Damage Inc. players going to be the MBS LOL in the very distance there. MBS LOL, I think he's by himself. Okay. We're still trading at these houses. Back and forth, back and forth. Zvik, while we say that, has actually got himself a kill, I think. And Mr. Dumpty in front of him. Looks like I've got Jappa, CB, Send Nudes. Erdeki and Zwick going for it. Jappa, CB getting knocked out. Super Ingo, last person left alive. Super Ingo, much like last game, the last person left alive. Really nice KAR shot there from Zwick. Just clips his leg as he gets around that corner. Misses, unfortunately, with that shot. Super Ingo is going to have to hug that tree like he's never hugged a tree before. He needs to get the chains out and tie himself to it. Cycling through his grenades. What can he do? Send Nudes goes down. The car blows up. Jappa CP is going to go down. Does go down to the KAR Zwick in the end. Super Ingo has healed himself up once again. It's all about Super Ingo. He's got himself out of that somehow. He's still alive, but Zwick is chasing him down. He knows he's there. He sees the smokes ahead. He's jumping. He's looking for that KAR shot. Or maybe he's just going to go for the items. Actually, in saying that, it looks like he could just be picking up the items. While we're saying that, Super Ingo is taking some damage from Fixel's Mini. Fixel with that 8x on the Mini. Super Ingo ducking and dodging, diving behind cover again. Here's some shots in the background. Mr. Dumpty put himself in 4 kills there. NHF5. Darkoz gets knocked down. DB911, his partner, just leaving him to die, I think. Not much he could really do there. Oh, nice shot from Yippee-Ki-Yay. Wow, Yippee-Ki-Yay with the red dot sight on that KAR. Getting one chunky shot. Oh, another one from Yippee-Ki-Yay. Look at that red dot sight through the window. There's no visibility, and he gets 2 shots on a running DB911. DB911 gets himself behind that tree, though. Type XDII finally killed Vampire Games. Oh, we're getting something happening over here. Oh, Patronin and Havoki have all moved up into this position. Eninol's the last person left alive. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they were already here. Sorry, it's Dr. K, Word Up, and Vinegar that have moved in here. Mr. Dumpy finally goes down. I can't actually look at all these fights. Mr. TV. They're quite far away from the fight. Loth. PJV, PJV. Let's try and find a fight. PJV did some damage just this second. So PJV and SN King in this Banana House of Zarian. We see Kaint, Wookie Bookie, Trefeli, Gustav QQ up on that hill. Italiano getting a knockdown. So Ereki knockdowns. Vic very low. Fixel very low. Italiano moving over the top with that AKM. His partner kills off Ereki. Italiano is going to get over the hill maybe first. He's moving towards where the player died. Zwick and Fixel moving inside the compound if they can. Actually moving inside the house. I see the KAR comes out Zwick. He's having a look out the window. Silence KAR shot comes out from Zwick. Oh, gets a good solid hit onto Italiano, but Fixel goes down at the same time. Flexi HD getting a knockdown on Fixel. Italiano is outside the ring. Mr. TV is outside the ring. Mr. TV is knocked out outside the ring. Suddenly, Italiano's quite low. Mr. TV's knocked out. Flexi HD has to go for it. Got himself that Thompson. Is he going to push the building? Zwick is in there. Zwick is kind of low and by himself at this point now. Fixel has been knocked out, so it's just him. Mr. TV's not getting a res by the looks of it. Mr. TV is actually going to bleed out outside the ring, and Zik is just happy to chill out in that building for now. Fixel, his partner, is out in the open. Fixel's not going to get a res from here. Flexi HC is just Flexi HD is just holding that building. We see Mizzy moving past. Mr. TV finally dies as Vic. Got knocked down outside the ring, finally bled out. Italiano just too busy trying to keep himself alive. Fixel actually gets himself inside the ring, but he's so far away from Zik, he's not going to get a res. It was a good effort, but he's not getting the res. It's now Zwick against Flexi HD and Italiano. Italiano been chain healing himself up outside the ring. Zwick moves outside. He's going to move around this building. Flexi HD has held this building for this entire time. Flexi HD sees him. Thompson shots coming out. Gets that KR out, Zwick. And then Italiano follows up with the AKM shots on him. I wonder if they got time to loot there. I'm not entirely sure. So Mizzy gets killed by SN King. Mizzy trying to go past in that car gets instantly killed by SN King. SN King I think is by himself. No, he's not. I tell a lie. Ignore me. Super Ingo knocked out SN King though. Super Ingo. His name is Super for a reason. Clearly his name is Super for a reason. Gets the knockdown, not even following it up, just letting the player bleed out in the building. SN King must have been knocked out multiple times because he bled out in about 10 seconds. Super Ingo is going to take his position there. He would have seen the death. Eninol still going. Eninol gets a knockdown on Typex DII. This team, Vampire Games team, has proven to be an absolute thorn in the side for Tuojo Kukulian team. Typex DII being the latest player to try and push this building and get knocked out. Havoki, while I was saying that, actually gets a knockdown on MBS LOL. I think actually got the kill on MBS LOL. So Havoki, Mygov, Alexis on Fire are all still pretty healthy. Patronin and Tuojo have actually let their teammate die there. Young Bay getting some damage done, doing some work there. Dropping to the floor as soon as I get to him. The Logic VS as well with him. Still Ankayan. They're the other side of the prison. We see Spac G, I think the last player for Viperia. Yep, the last player for Viperia, Spac G, alive, out in the open by himself, doing what he can. But the trouble is, he's the last player left alive. DB911 gets the knockdown. It's 38 players left alive. DB911 gets a knockdown and then instantly gets killed by Muster Nika. Alexis on Fire, taking quite a bit of damage there while he tries to reposition his car. Not sure that's the best idea. They're trying to build a wall of UAZs outside this hut, but in the process, Alexis on Fire taking a bit of damage from Skinny Pessian team. We see Hydrick in the background taking some damage as well. Alexis on Fire healing, holding that little area. Skinny Pessy knocks out Hydrick. Actually killed Hydrick. So Skinny Pessy and Punisher picking up the kills there. They were almost in the ring, but not quite. We see DeWeasel from Damage Inc. and Bad Boy Freddy out and down in the water. Wookie Bookie, Gustav QQ as well in the water. The water is not your friend at this point though, guys. It's not really going to be anywhere near the water. Mygov. NKO, sorry. Alexis on Fire. They all have to move, so they're all taking their cars. Their wall of cars. They're gonna move the convoy. Punisher gets knocked out outside the ring. Skinny Pessy is there with him. Bad Boy Freddy is below. DeWeasel still in the water. Blood Drummer knocked out outside the play zone. We see DeWeasel, Kane, Gustav QQ. They're all just chilling out in the water. I might be wrong actually about the water initially because SpacG's jumped in it, Zentus jumped in it. A lot of our solo players are now jumping in the water. Alexis on Fire, Myrgoth, Evoki, they're using again that caravan of cars to secure their position. But I'm not sure how much it's going to help because Avoki is getting lit up a little bit there. We see Young Bay and Kayan knocked out in the distance. Alexis on fire, trying to search out for those players that are doing some damage here. It's a nice little area, but there's a lot of players around them. We got Bad Boy Freddy at the bottom here, Skinny Pessy and Punisher just above him. Bad Boy Freddy has to move. He's got no option there. We see Young Bay going down. Muster Nika, Robert 187, Junze at the top of this hill, moving down. The Lexus on fire in front of them. Bad Boy Freddy, Skinny Pessy to the right. All these players in the houses have to move. We see Logic YS get instantly killed by Patronin there. Nothing that can be done. Patronin and Tuojo getting in that UAZ, maybe gonna get out of there. Oh, they're still hanging around by the UAZ by the looks of it. Muster Nika, Arswipe, Junze moving down. Punisher and Skinny Pessy have actually gone into the water. Bad Boy Freddy's trying to swim around. He's got 24 seconds. It's probably not enough time. Eninol, Gustav, QQ, Kink, and Wookie Bookie are all in the water, ready to go. We hear the car. Oh no, there's a car. Oh no, it's not going to go too well here. Oh, are they going to get past? Nope. Instantly knocked out on Wood Up. Instantly knocked out on Vinegar. The second vehicle comes past now. Dr. K. Oh, he's so low. He's going to go down. I don't think he's going to survive this. He can't. He gets killed instantly. Patronin trying to do what other players have done, but trying to make it work for them this time. Patronin going past. Is still alive. Tuojo with him. They jump out the car. Patronin gets instantly knocked down. There's so much damage coming from all around. Rygal with the 4X. Havoki gets the kill, finally. But there was so much damage. It could have been anyone's kill there from this team. There was so much damage. They're in a great position. These car tactics working quite well for them. Punisher knocked out. Jippy Kaye knocked out. We see Robert. We see Muster Nika. We see Italiano at the top here knocked out. Flexi HD knocked out. Italiano and Flexi HD gone. Yippee Kaye's not going to get a res though, but Loft's moving down. Alexis on fire. Margoth and Havoki still holding this area, but there's so many players. Margoth with a grenade. What's he trying to do? He's trying to get the grenade into water, trying to do a bit of water fishing. It's a not bad grenade. Not close enough though. Doesn't actually get the damage he needs done. Alexis on fire, trading. You see Junze knocked down. NHFY and Loft at the top of that hill. Margoth still, they're all just taking damage. They've got the protection of the UASs, but they're taking damage. Constantly taking damage from this position. Muster Nika and his teammate got that 8x on the KAR. NKO, sorry, he gets knocked down by Muster Nika, and then Muster gets knocked down himself. Oh no, he needs that res. His teammate's coming in. Ars is coming in, but unfortunately he's got Loft, has got a beat on him and is already firing at that UAS. That UAS is quite close to dying. Oh, it's going to go up. Is it going to be a blow up? It is a blow up, but it doesn't kill him, but it moves away and he's got no cover. He has no cover if they keep on shooting. As soon as the smoke clears, they're both going to go down. I don't think there's much chance here for Muster and Ars. Ars is taking some damage, returning some fire, trying to return some fire, desperate trying to return some fire. Goes down. Loft and NHFY at the top of this hill. Just damage and damage and more damage coming in. They can't particularly see the players, but they're just damaging all the time. There's just constant fire coming in from this hill. It is impossible for Muster to do anything. He has the entirety of Havoki's team in front of him. He's got Loft and his partner this way. The smoke grenades coming out from Loft. Loft thinking later on in the game. Kane gets knocked out by NKO's story. Alexis on fire. NKOS. Havoki with that mini. Wookie Bookie gets killed outside the ring by Havoki. So Wookie Bookie, Trafeli's team are down. We are at 11 players. Zarian, PJV666. Inside the warehouses in front. Havoki still trading. Havoki and Margoth still doing work. Muster Nika goes down. Zenter's outside the ring. We have a 4-man squad still alive against a 2, a 1 and a 2. Zenter trying to do some damage. Doesn't get anything done though. Okay, so it's Loft, NHFY, Zarian, PJV666, but they're trading. The 4-man team are left alive, and they're loving it because the 2-man teams left alive are just trading with each other. NHFY is in a prime position there. If Margoth looks to his right, if he looks to his right, he only has to look to his right. Loft drops to his belly straight away. Margoth just backs off, just slowly backs off. While this is happening though, Alexis on fire, NKOS sorry. I moved to the end of that. NHFY gets knocked down by Havoki. Havoki with a nice little knockdown there. Havoki with the kill. Loft is alive. PJV and Zarian are behind. They could do some serious damage here. Loft creeping around. Slowly creeping around. Loft takes a little bit more damage from Havoki. Loft trying to get something done himself here. Not happy just to wait it out. The grenade coming in from Loft. Is it a good grenade? It bounces. It could be great. It could be awesome. It is good. He gets Havoki down. He gets Havoki down with that grenade, but Mygoth then moves around and cleans the player up. And I'm stuck in free camera. There we go. Zarian. So we got a 2 players knocked out for Havoki's team. So it's 2v2 right now. Technically, PJV though gets knocked down. 2v1. Zarian has to get his teammate up. Has no option. Isn't in the ring though. 1 second left till the ring comes in. This could be Havoki, Mygoth, Alexis on Fire's win here. I think they have these players in exactly where they want them. There's nowhere to go. He peeks around the corner, gets knocked down. Zarian goes for the stun. It's quite a good stun, actually. I'm stunned. I can't see what's happening. It's stunned the spectator. It's so good. But it doesn't matter, because having 4 players left alive at that stage in the game means that they are going to pick up the win there. And let's have a quick check at the scores, and let's see. So, Havoki, Mygoth, Nuki, Alexis on Fire were in 4th position going into this game. They picked up the win. They've got the 5, the 4, 9, 17, 20 kills for that round. 20 kills and a win. That's going to skyrocket their position. They had Fon, Lux, and Dykes in front of them. Fon, Lux, and Dykes have finished 4 positions down on them. They're Damage Incorporated ahead of them. But Damage Incorporated have finished in 8th position, so we're not going to pick up hardly any points. And they had Paradise in front of them with Roscoe and Lifted. And I can't see Paradise, Roscoe and Lifted on the scoreboard at all. So potentially when the scores get totted up here, Paranoia Esports could jump from 4th all the way into 2nd or 1st. I don't think Damage Incorporated have done enough in that final game to get enough points to sneak above Roscoe and Lifted. So our Paradise team. But we'll see. I'm not the scoring guy. I don't know the scores, but that's just what I thought from looking at the scores and going about it. So, thank you for joining us, guys. That was 3 intense games, 3 different winners, 3 different teams picking up wins in those 3 different games. That's been our squads games for tonight. Thank you for joining us. This has been xpulse/xpugg. Please follow all the relevant channels. I spammed all the way through, but please continue to follow and support and get into the Discord and sign up to the website and sign up to the games. We appreciate it. We appreciate you coming out. We know there's other things happening. So many of you to turn out tonight is great for us. I have been The Stifler, so _Stifler on Twitch, The Stifler TV on Twitter. This has been an X-Pulse first-person squads game, and we'll be back for our X-Pulse first-person duos tomorrow early evening. Hopefully I will see you all then. Good night, goodbye, and thank you very much. Here takes some damage. He gets Schaefer down. He's knocked out himself. Absolutely torn to shreds. Can they get in the ring? Product pulls Voxic out the ship. He's pushing back around. He's going to catch him out in the open and he's going to go down.
Playerunknown's Battlegrounds tournaments. Join us every Saturday. Proudly presented by X-Pulse.